Hi, this is Andrew from Time+Tide, and these are the 5 watches that sum up the year that TAG Heuer has had. Now, the first watch that heralded the influence of the new CEO, Frédéric Arnault, was the Porsche collaboration. Of course, this marked the new or the resumption of a very natural partnership between Porsche and TAG Heuer. Why is it natural? They both share the Carrera, the name of the most classic of all TAG Heuer watches, and you could argue a real classic from Porsche as well. So them coming together, of course, meant that there would be some sort of love child, and that was the new Porsche Chronograph collection with TAG Heuer. Had a tarmac textured dial. It was really quite a triumph. It's been impossible for the local Australian team to get enough stock of, so this has really been the market has reacted with a big hooray for this resumption of the partnership. Great watch, well done to Frédéric Arnault in reigniting this partnership, and lots to come from TAG Heuer and Porsche. The second notable watch is the Super Mario version of the Connected watch. Now, this was a flash mob sellout. The watch appeared, we did some social, we did a story, and it was gone. It was that simple. So this, again, I think we've seen a year where collaborations with iconic characters, whether it's Peanuts or Mario, has proven really popular with the market. So the watch was effectively gone before it even was launched. Same goes for the luxury version of the Connected watch, which is again a complete sellout. So we have, despite some reservations about TAG Heuer's Connected range and whether that really has a place and a fit in the market, results like this have proven that there is an appetite for these type of technology-driven watches, but again with more character, more personality, and in this case, exclusive Mario content that wasn't available on the standard version. So an absolute hit from TAG, maybe out of left field. In the depths of the pandemic, we were faced with endless Zoom calls, and honestly, most of them blur into one. However, there was a discussion I had with Guy Beauvais, the head designer at TAG Heuer, talking about the relaunch of the Aqua Racer collection, and in particular, the reinterpretation of a dive watch that broke the internet for us, which was the reference 844, which is this very handsome, classic-looking dive watch, round, not much like an Aqua Racer to be honest, but again, that had some design codes that Guy Beauvais was able to interpret into the more modern shape and design of the Aqua Racer. Now, I describe this as like a vintage car with new car smell. It had vintage touches by way of colorings of beige and oxblood red, but it was certainly a very strikingly new watch on the wrist, and again, in this new reinterpreted Aqua Racer design, which has at least 14 differences because we did a second video pointing out all the ways that the Aqua Racer has evolved. So the 844 was a great example of TAG Heuer taking something from the past and very much putting it back in the present and the future. Green, 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 the color of the year. When you see a green dialed watch in the future, you will know that it came from 2021 or 2020 because both years have had an incredible profusion of green dialed watches. TAG Heuer were part of this throng with 2 big releases, the green dialed Monaco, which had a fume dial, and also the green dialed 160th anniversary Carrera Chronograph, which had the Heuer 02 movement and didn't have a fume dial, it was more of an even green. So the 160th anniversary platform, since we discovered it in Dubai in January last year, has been incredibly durable. We've seen some absolutely lustworthy 160th anniversary models since then. To name 3, let's go the first one, the silver edition, which has this beautiful lush dial. It looks like it would feel like a cushion. It has this textural appearance to it. And then we had, for example, the Montreal, which was more colorful, had bright pops of color on it, and then also this solid green, which worked straight into a big trend and again, sold out before we could practically tell the story. So another real highlight was how quickly these green dial watches move for them. And if you have one, you're very lucky. Okay, so I'm guilty of leaving the best till last because the other big watch that represents 2021 for TAG Heuer was of course the Threehanded TAG Heuer Carrera collection launched by none other than Ryan Gosling. I was invited to interview Ryan and to escape Melbourne lockdown, which was the perfect combination to lift my spirits into the year. It was an incredible experience, and seeing the watch on Ryan's wrist and seeing the watch launch in this mansion in Beverly Hills was just overwhelming after being basically staring at the same four walls for 18 months. So it was a hell of a lockdown breaker. That probably does influence how positively I view this watch. I think it is TAG Heuer doing what they do best, but certainly for me, an incredible experience, and yet again, another big coup for Frédéric Arnault, who not only managed to reconvene with Porsche, he managed to pull an absolutely pitch-perfect ambassador in Ryan Gosling, who you could argue is a continuation of Steve McQueen in terms of an automotive icon, given his connection to driving in films like Drive. So there you have it, the 5 watches that sum up the year for TAG Heuer. Did we miss anything? Do you disagree? Was there a watch I missed? These were the ones to me that I will look back on and know instantly came from this year. I hope you've had a good year, and I'll see you in another video soon.